On March 7, 1974, embattled U.S. President Richard Nixon and singer Pearl Bailey performed together at the White House. But what occasion brought Pearl Bailey to the White House? And what songs did the two perform together? The nation's governors and their wives were in Washington, D.C. for a conference and were invited to dinner in the East Room of the White House. Legendary American singer Pearl Bailey, a goodwill ambassador to the United Nations, performed at the event. During the performance, she invited President Nixon to join her on stage and play the piano. He obliged and began playing the song Home on the Range. Bailey then quipped, "Mr. President, I want to sing a song. I don't want to ride a horse." When the laughter died down, they performed the song together and followed it with Wild Irish Rose. Nixon was a talented musician. As a boy, his mother made him practice the piano every afternoon. I know what that's like. Nixon played several other instruments, including the saxophone, the clarinet, the accordion, and the violin. He even once played Happy Birthday on the piano for jazz piano legend Duke Ellington at the White House. Nixon also loved the theater. He actually met his wife Pat while performing opposite her in a community theater production of the play The Dark Tower when he was 25 years old in 1938. The White House audience loved Nixon and Bailey's impromptu 1974 performance, with California Governor Ronald Reagan commenting that the evening was absolutely tops. The Washington Post called it the Dick and Pearl Show. 5 months later, Nixon resigned because of the Watergate scandal. In 1988, President Ronald Reagan awarded Pearl Bailey the Medal of Freedom. Here are other events that happened today in history. In 1533, the Portuguese ship Bom Jesus disappears during a storm, only to be rediscovered in 2008. In 1765, Nicephore Niepce, the creator of the world's oldest surviving photograph, is born in France. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell receives a patent for his revolutionary invention, the telephone. In 1923, Robert Frost's classic poem Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening is first published. In 1936, Hitler violates the World War I Versailles Treaty by moving forces into the Rhineland. In 1965, state troopers brutally assault marchers in Selma, Alabama on Bloody Sunday. In 2025, an unexploded World War II bomb is discovered in Paris, forcing train service to be suspended. And now it's time for our Today in History quiz. With over 50 million produced, which vehicle holds the world's all-time automobile production record? The Ford Model T, the Volkswagen Beetle, the Toyota Corolla, or the Renault Clio? Liked learning about Richard Nixon's White House performance with Pearl Bailey? Then you'll love this one about when he lowered nationwide speed limits to 55 miles per hour. Tap the screen to keep the story going on Today in History.